Good morning, and thank you all so much for coming to this discussion. I hope you'll find it a very interesting, and hopefully will advance the conversation about AI in society and how we think about it from a regulatory and policy perspective. For those of you who don't know Workday, we are a cloud provider of back office services to enterprises, primarily in human capital management. Think about HR, everything from hiring an employee to onboarding the employee to paying them to managing their time off to doing performance evaluations, promotions. All the times when you interact with an HR system, we provide a cloud-based tool that provides a high degree of employee self-service through a phone app and powerful back-end analytics for managers and for HR departments. We also offer a financial suite that enables a CFO to run the business, everything from general ledger to financial planning to procurement, all the sorts of systems that you might think that a chief financial officer needs. And our interest in artificial intelligence obviously comes from the fact that people expect more and more insights from their data. And if I could leave you with sort of one takeaway from our perspective, it's that the use of AI in the enterprise really differs from the common consumer scenarios. So we spend a lot of time thinking about automated cars. We spend a lot of time thinking about perhaps automated hamburger servers. But in fact, in the enterprise, it's all about obtaining insights to help humans make better decisions. For our company, the way that we make money is based on the workers under contract of our employees. So automating our employees' workforces is not something that really is in our interest to do. And we're not seeking to replace HR departments or finance departments. What we're trying to do is help them obtain more insights, help them, manage things better. There will be, obviously, jobs that are lost in that process. Obviously, a lot of drudgery, repetitive work. And so helping people, move up the value chain, helping them get education is important so that they can do some of the more complex tasks that will be enabled through the insights that data analytics can provide. And I'll just give you a couple of examples of how we deploy this in our product. So one example is we have a retention risk metric. So obviously, people who leave voluntarily, cause stress on the business. You have to go find a replacement. You lose the accumulated knowledge. And so we have a machine learning tool that will go in if you have about 18 months worth of data and over 250 employees. And based just on analyzing the data in your tenant, will come up with a model of who might be likely to leave. It doesn't use any demographic data. It doesn't use things like gender or race or things like that, but it looks at position, time and role, salary, when you had your last pay raise, 60-some factors, and it'll give a score. So a manager, in conjunction with obviously talking with the employee, can have a sense of who may be more likely to leave and whether they want to do something to retain that person. We also do a lot of things that help employees. So we have a learning product, and it can, based on your role and other courses you've taken, you suggest courses that you should take. Even more valuable probably is our opportunity graph. So if I'm working at a company and I want to see what my next opportunity is, I can, look at where people with my job gone next. What have they done? And what skills do they need to get there? And it takes machine learning and figures that out, so I can figure out how to advance my career, what skills do I need, go out and acquire those. So again, I think, from our perspective, AI offers a lot of benefits to employees and to enterprises, but it always has to be human-centered. We as a society determine how technology acts. Technology is not an inexorable force that is inevitable. And so in that, I think we differ with some others who may take a slightly different view on that. And so we think that the discussion that's happening in the EU and elsewhere around AI is valuable because we have to think about its broader impact on society, how we're going to train workforces to make better use of these things, how we're going to help people, who are going to be working side by side with robots and others, or even just, having greater, insights and being able to take advantage of those. So anyway, let me stop there. I'm looking forward to the discussion, and again, really appreciate you all coming today to take part in this discussion. Thank you.